How's it going, everyone? I hope the audio is okay. I'm gonna turn this down. That was up a little bit too high. So if anyone's in the chat who can let me know if the sound is synced up, I think I might have fixed the sound issue. But every time I think I fix it or it's fixed, it's not fixed. So if anyone is in the chat that can let me know that situation, that'd be great. What's going on, Anoop? Yeah, this is truly the fusion pin of the future. Honestly, I'm shocked that either Lamy or Supernote just doesn't go ahead and do this, you know, so people don't have to DIY solutions for it. But alas, here we are. I won't complain about it. You know, at least we have some options. How's it going, Matthew? Oh, it's a bit quiet. Let me see if I can fix that audio situation we got here. And the audio delay. So let's just see, is my audio coming first and then the motion? Or is the motion coming first and then the audio? Oh, okay. All right, I can do something about that. Thank you. So here we go. Let's see if I could quickly do something about this. And I think I can. I definitely think I can do something about this while we're still streaming. Yep, I can. So let's change. Okay. I'm not sure if that takes a minute to kick in, but I did shorten the delay for the audio because I had a delay problem in another stream. Did that? Oh, the audio's coming first. Gotcha. So I need to put a bigger delay in the audio. The one I used probably didn't just help. It probably just made it worse. Let's see if I can go ahead and check that out too. So again, if you guys have seen my channel, you know that I'm testing for the streaming stuff, so I'm really learning some things along the way. And this audio is the oh, okay. Listen, if it's exactly right now, oh, it's perfect. Okay, I'll leave it. All right. I won't touch it. If it's perfect now, you know what? This is probably my 10th or 11th stream, and I'm finally just getting it right after 10 streams. What about the audio? Is it loud enough or is it too low? You guys have helped me out so much. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. You don't know how long this audio has been plaguing me. I watched a couple of videos the other night and figured out what option I had to go into to add a little delay. But I think what the problem was I was adding too much of a delay. So I like it. We're good to go. All right. So I just wanted to explain. Thanks, Anoop. Thanks, Matthew and Jay. I appreciate you guys letting me know about the audio there. But so um, Okay, so if audio is the right level for people and I'm not too loud, because honestly, I can be loud. Like my excitement level would get to a point to where it would just increase my volume. That's the excitement building. You guys will probably see it. You probably already seen it in a video. So that's just my excitement level about certain things. And e-ink is one of those things. So I'll keep it low for now because the volume is most certainly going to rise because as the excitement rises. um, so what we're here today to talk about is basically the ceramic nib lamy I have right here. Let's see if we can go to a different view. Do I have a different view? Oh, I do. Oh, snap. Your boy got views I can switch to. So let's see if we can go down a little more. All right, so here it is. The ceramic nib lamy. I want to be able to brighten this up a little bit. I wonder if I can do that. Let's see if I can brighten this up a bit so we can get a better look for things. Oh, I can. Oh, snap. We came up a whole stop. We we came up a full stop in the lighting. This is great. Okay, so this is the pin right here, you guys. And let's go to the comments real quick before I go in on my long spiel. Um, yeah, like Jay says he's surprised about the lack of custom pins out there. Um, he asked if anyone put the fill right on the tab mini C, which would make the pen awesome. I agree. I agree with that, Jay. It's you would think that there'd be more pens on the market for these tablets that people spend so much money on that they want a more custom feel or something that feels a little bit more premium than what the manufacturers offer. And that's the exact reason I actually started looking for this pen right here. Is because I wanted something with a more premium feel and look than just the stylus that they offer. Which let me grab one real quick. So I'm just using. Now I'm not knocking any one of these companies right here. So I hope anyone doesn't take it as that. But I'm just bringing up points. So this is the remarkable. Let me move this paper out of the way here. So this is the remarkable two stylus that comes with it. And I don't think it comes with it. I think you have to buy this separately. But it's just a cylindrical. It could be a pencil. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with pencils. But I wouldn't buy a pencil to write on a $500 tablet. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't do it. And that's the feel you get from this. Now, though this is textured, it feels nice and textured. It's just not something I would want on a really expensive tablet, right? Which is why I started looking for this. Again, here's another one. This is the pen that comes with the what does it come with? Matter of fact, I might need this paper here. Oh, does it work? Yeah, there we go. So this is the pen that comes with the Go 10.3. Again, just another cylindrical tube that's plastic. Nothing special about it. It's not, I was about to say it's not terrible, but this one is terrible. It's probably the worst. I'd rather deal with this just because of the texture that's on it. And it has a little more heft to it. This just feels better. But anyway, I'd rather not deal with any of those, right? I'd rather just deal with this. Which is why, like I said, I sought something like this out. So I'm just going to go over the what I'm doing here. Let me get this note, the Go 10.3 here. All right, so firstly, just talk about the specifics of the sale. Basically, I'm just doing a raffle of people that had their names in either the video that I made on this topic or the post that I made on this topic, which ended up being 5 people. So we have 5 people, so all 5 names will go into the hat. And I'll pull all 5 because my point was to pull 5 anyway. So I'll pull all 5, and in whatever order I pull those out is the order that will have an opportunity to buy the pen. So, and those names were picked at 6 p.m. So whatever names were there at 6 p.m., I just grabbed those. I already said I'm going to pull 5 names. So I'm going to pull 5 names, and the first 2 in that order will get the options for the pins. The pins themselves cost $200. I went over the cost and the breakdown over in 2 videos of mine. So But the pins are going to be $200. The way that's going to happen is through my site. So I have rantsaboutTech.com. So I'll be sending an invoice through the site to whoever wins the raffle to accept payment that way for the pins. And that won't come until after I've made the pins and have gotten them all set up and guaranteed that they work how they're supposed to work and everything. And then I'll contact whoever the winners are, and we can make the transaction at that point, and then I'll send the pins out. So that's the way that I go. Also, as far as the functionality of the pin, whoever wins the option to buy the pin, the pins, there will be a refund point in this. So like if you get the pin and you decide, hey, I wrote with the pin, I tried it on my devices, I didn't like it, there would be a 7-day like return period that you can return the pin and get a refund on your money for the pin. So that's the way I'm going to handle that, because I don't want people to be locked into this. I want you to have an opportunity to see if it's for you, because ceramic nibs, if you haven't tried harder nibs before, and for a lot of people, felt is the only thing that they've ever tried. And felt is super soft. It gives away, it bends, and ceramic is hard. And you never have to replace them, which is one of the reasons I like it as well. Plus, I just like the feel. It's kind of like being a skateboarder and wearing shoes that are super soft, right? Got a thick sole on them, and you can't really feel the street below your feet. You know what I mean? So you typically, when you wear Vans or whatever, they have the thinner soles on them, so you can actually feel the road under your feet. A lot of people like that. Some people don't. I'm a person who wants to feel the road under my feet. So when I chose the nibs, the ceramic nib allows me to feel the screen under the nib, and I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so going to comments, we got a noob here. Says, I've heard the Supernote Lamy pen had a button. Was that a Supernote specific pen? And does your pen have the button? The Supernote Lamy pen does have a button. This is the same exact pen that is. The difference between this pen and the one that Ratta sells on the Supernote site is that their pen, when you buy it, comes with a plastic nib. It's called the palm nib, POM nib. I'll put that in the chat here. Let's see what we got. So this is a palm nib they have in that Lamy. And that nib right there is plastic. And it has a really broad tip. So it doesn't come to a fine tip. The ceramic nib, A, is harder. The tip is finer than what you get on that. And it comes to a finer point at the end, which to me leads to it having a little more precision than the palm. And plus, the palm is a bit slippery on the Note devices from Boox. It works really good on the Supernote. I'm not Supernote. Yeah, the Supernote. It works really good on the Supernote. I still like ceramic over the palm, even on the Supernote. But you know what the palm works really well on? If you're looking for this pen and you want something, a nib for your Remarkable, that palm nib is really good on the Remarkable. I don't like it on the Boox devices because it's the plastic is a little bit too slippery, but with that really rough friction of the Remarkable 2, that palm nib, it feels really good. So if you want this pen and you want something better to use on the Remarkable that has a button, and this, I don't know if this button works on the Remarkable. Let's check it out, though. I'm gonna check it out. 1 second. All right, so we got the Remarkable right here, and I'm just gonna check it out and see if you can use the button on the Remarkable just to see if it works. Yeah. Yep, you can use the button on the Remarkable to select stuff. I mean, you could probably use it to erase things as well. They probably have an option for you to do that. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's super interesting. Oh, no. Okay. You know what? My bad. Okay. So there's a button up here on the Remarkable. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a button here that doesn't have anything. And it defaults to the selection tool. I don't know what that's about. Like as if there's two selection tools now. And maybe just be my remarkable. I am in the beta program and they released an update. This might just be a quirk of that update. So no, you can't use the button on the remarkable 2. So the Lamy wouldn't be the best thing. Yeah. Yep, you can't. So this Lamy with a button wouldn't probably be the best thing for the remarkable, no matter what nib you have in it, because there's way more options on the market of pens that don't have a button, that actually work really well with the remarkable. But as far as I can see right now, unless people are doing something to mod the remarkable, it looks like the button from the Lamy doesn't work on the remarkable. We're gonna at 45 after, you guys, is when we're gonna do the raffle. Just to let you guys know, I failed to mention that earlier, but at 45 after the hour is when I'm gonna put the names into the hat and do the raffle, and then we'll end the stream after that. Just give everybody a chance to kind of come in, who wants to come in for it. All right, going back to the chat here. Jay says, looking forward to seeing how the button works on the Go 10.3 or Note Air 4C. Definitely, Jay. It works really well. I love it. I got the Note Air or the Go 10.3 right here. We can take a look at it real quick. Any demonstration you guys want to see on the pen while we're waiting to do the raffle, just let me know, and we can handle that. Right here we have, wow, the pen stream. Note. But anyway, so just pushing the button here, it works really well for deleting. I have it set up right now for deleting stuff. You can set it up for selection, but I have mine set up for lasso delete, and that's the way. It works really well. It works really well. And I've never had a, oops, I didn't even show that. Let me push this back a little bit. All right. So I've never had a problem with the pen tip. There was a guy in the comments who brought up a couple of facts about he tried the process a couple times or a few times and it didn't work for him. I assure you, I've tried this process twice. I've successfully completed it twice. The second time is the Lamy that I'm holding right now. I've never had a precision issue with this particular device. I've never had a scratching issue with the device, so it doesn't scratch any of the screens that I put it on. And I've tried it on and this is the Go 10.3 right here, but I'll pull up the Note Air 4C real quick. All right, so we got the Note Air 4C right here, and we'll go into my, I gotta turn it on here. All right, so we're going to my software overviews here. Yeah, the button is configurable if you're on the Boox product. I also think it's configurable if you're on the Supernote product as well. So that's awesomeness. So, and the button is also cool because the button will default to whatever erasing tool you have set in the toolbar. So you can just set you a eraser tool. So let me show you what I mean here. So up here, you have the eraser tool right here. And if you pick that, let me zoom down a little bit more. All right, so with the eraser tool, you can pick that, and these are the eraser tool options. Right now, I have mine set to lasso erase, which is what this is, but you can set it to stroke erase. You can set it to erase current, well, no, you can't set erase current layer, but you can set it to stroke erase if you want, and you can also set it to just regular, like, erasing, like the normal eraser option works on any other product. So you have options with the button. You can program it to do certain things. And like I said, I think you can do that on the Supernote. Let me go ahead and grab the Supernote to find out. All right, so we have the Supernote here, and I'm almost certain that it's in the options to set what you want the button in your pen to do. So let's just go check this out real quick. System maybe? No, display and input. There we go. Stylus. See, see, there we go. See, you have right here, it says Lamy side button right here. And that lets you configure the button that's on this Lamy to be a regional eraser or a lasso erase. Kind of just like the Boox does, but Boox lets you do that right in the Notes app there. So that's that right there. So the button works really well. The nib works really well. It's so precise. Like if you dig precision when you're writing, um, like this is the most precise I've ever felt with any material, and I've tried all of them. I love it. I wouldn't I wouldn't go to anything else, to be honest with you. And I'm bummed that I can't use it on the Remarkable Paper Pro. I'm so bummed because I love that. But you know what? The good thing about not being able to use it on the Remarkable Paper Pro um, is that the Remarkable Paper Pro's pencil is really good. Like it's really good. I don't like the way that it feels because it's just a cylindrical tube. So it's nothing special about it in my opinion, other than the eraser that's on the back. And I'm digging the eraser on devices more. I still love my button. I prefer the button over anything else. But when devices have pens with erasers now, I don't balk at them immediately like I used to. Now I'm like, oh, I'm a little more understanding of the button these days. Um, yeah, but that pen for the Remarkable Paper Pro, in combination with that surface that's on the Remarkable Paper Pro, oh man, it's magnifique. It's really good. It is really. I don't know French, but it's good. Whatever that word means, it probably means it's good. It's very good. It's very good. The most authentic sounding and feeling for pencil and paper. If that's what you're looking for, pencil and paper, man, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good combo. I mean, I wish it did other stuff, right? I'm just talking purely about the writing surface and the pen that you use to write with. It's it's really good. All right, so what time we got here? All right, so we got about another 15 minutes. So let's go talk about a couple other things. So, um, like I mentioned before, I just got a site to myself, um, and I really thank you guys for that because if not for you guys showing interest in the pen, I never would have been thinking about how am I going to handle the transaction if I were to do the pen thing, which would have never led me to trying to figure out my site, which I've been wanting to do for a very long time. So thank you guys for like being awesome, like saying, "Hey, dude, do some things. Get off your butt, off the couch." I'm rarely ever on the couch. I'm always in this computer chair, but whatever. You get the point. All right. So one last thing about that though, what I was going to say about that is that I got the site, which I have T-shirts up. Oh, I can't believe I don't have a T-shirt in here, but you know what I do have? I have the internet, and I have a way to show you guys the T-shirt. So let's take a look real quick. We'll go to the site. We'll go to the site. The site isn't much. It's just a landing page for a T-shirt sale, and maybe a pin may show up. I don't know, but it's there. I'm proud of it. Whoa. Let's act like you're typing a web page. All right. I put in ransomoutTech.com. No doubt. I'm a convict. All right, here we go. Oh, that's my holy cow. Do I know how to work the internet? Okay. I'm sure this is it there. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is the site. And like I said, I only have a t-shirt up right now. But this is the t-shirt. It's a white t-shirt, gray logo. It's $15. This is $15 to support the channel. I know it's a lot for a t-shirt, but this is to support the channel. Hopefully, I can do more things like this in the future. And I'm doing these things right here to like make money for this new lens I want for the top-down camera. I know you guys have seen it. The top-down camera is not bad. The lens could be better, and that's what I'm trying to upgrade here. The top-down camera lens could be a lot better. But yeah, show your support for the channel if you can. Get a t-shirt. They're awesome. I'm saying that because I have them on my site, but they're still awesome. All right, so yeah, this is the thing right here, and yeah, check it out if you get a chance. Now, the last thing is, before we start this thing here, oh, where am I at? All right, I'm still learning these controls too. Bear with me. What do we got here on the Go 10.3? Oh, and if you guys have any questions about the Go 10.3 or the Note Air 4C, feel free to ask. I'm still digging into the review on that, but I can mention a couple things though. I can mention a couple things that I've noticed. So the first thing would be, what do we got here? The front light. So the front light is brighter on the Note Air 4C, a lot brighter. But it's not just brightness for me. Like the thing I like about the front light and the new technology that they're using for the front light, because they are doing something different with the front light in the Note Air 4C, and that you can expect to see in all the other devices that are coming out after it, is that it does enhance the colors when the backlight is on. When the backlight is off, you can't see any difference in the colors between the Note Air 4C and the Note Air 3C. But when you turn that front light on, you can see like color differences between the two devices. I'm going to do some videos so you can actually see clear examples of that. The web is just so hard to see really good detail in things. Well, my web is. And listen, another thing I want to do, like after I get enough support for the channel, because it takes a lot of money to run the channel no matter what. But when you're trying to do extra stuff, man, another thing I want to do is upgrade my streaming ability. Because I can only stream in 720p right now. So, and I'm looking at everybody else's stream like, man, that guy's streaming in 4K. What? So if I could just stream in 1080p, I'd be happy. So a lot of this too is going to get me to that point to where I can stream in 1080p, because that's where the watermark for me is at. Oh boy. Let's try that again. That's where the watermark for me is at. 1080p. All right, so we got like 9 minutes left. Oh, another thing I noticed about the Note Air 4C is that the screen appears brighter, and I think that's largely due to the fact that there are different shades of color, and that's something you can actually see on stream. The different shades of color is like, what do we got here? Let's put this up here. Can we even see that here? Maybe. Yeah, okay. So you can see that, nah, that doesn't really come across on this camera here. I'll have to do it under some better lighting to kind of show the contrast and the difference. But suffice to say, the screen, they aren't any different as far as the brightness goes. What's different about them is the color. The Note Air 4C screen seems to be grayer to me, and the Note Air 3C screen seems to be it definitely is a bit on the more of the reddish side. It has a reddish kind of hue to it. All right, what else do we have here? The eInk looks better. These are all things I'm going to put in the videos I'm going to be releasing in this week, but the eInk definitely looks better in this particular device than it does on the Note Air 3C. And I think that's largely due, again, to a lot of the backplane technology that it has in it. It just renders the eInk differently, faster, more precise. And that does have an effect on how good it looks on screen, even though the display technology is basically the same. All right. And that's that. There. I hope everyone's having a good night. Let's go ahead and try to get these names down. So, like I said before, I do have 5 names here that we're going to go through. And what do we got? All right, so what I'm going to do now is, we're almost at that time. We got a few minutes left before that. But what I want to do now is just confirm who's in the chat. And if the people that I have on my list, like I said, I only got 5 people on this list. Just confirm that the 5 people that are on this list are actually in the chat. Because if not, then we may not have to do a raffle. It might just go to the only 2 people that are here that are actually on this list. So let's take a look at that. All right, so, and I can't see who's in the chat, you guys. So, if you are here and you recognize like the spelling of your username, like just, throw a thumbs up in the chat for me so I'll know that you're here, and I'll check you off, and then your name will go into my Yankees hat over here. Let's go get that. And the name will go into my Yankees hat here. Go Yankees. Well, it's a bad time to say go Yankees. I know. It still hurts. It still hurts. But all right. So we got Jack Martz, JACKMARTEZ. I'm going to just say the names off. I know there's a bit of a delay. So I'm going to say them, and when it catches up to the online audience, you guys just like throw something in the chat for me. We got 0xKRUZR. Yeah, the Philly guy's a Yankees fan. Go figure, right? Don't tell anybody that. If people knew that where I live, I wouldn't be streaming and quiet right now. All right. The next person, or the third person I have is I see you. Thanks, bro. All right, we got GANYM3DE. I would try to say that. I don't want to butcher anyone's name, so I'm just gonna spell it. All right, so I got Jack, and I got UJ. We got Zach OKX. That's ZAKOKX. And lastly, we got Doralee. That's DORALEEZIOMEK. Okay, Matthew, I got you. And those are the names. So I've already checked off 3 people. I'm still waiting to hear from. Oh, Ganymede. Gotcha. I don't know how I didn't. No doubt, man. I appreciate you saying that. I'm a big like science junkie and nerd and history buff too, and techie. I don't know how that works, but it is. All right, Dorothy, I got you. All right, so it looks like the only person we're waiting for is Zach, and like I said, I will wait for Zach until 45 after, so that's 4 more minutes, and then we'll just throw the names in the hat, and we'll be on the way. I'm excited to make these. Like, it's kind of hard work to do it, but it's fun for me. I don't know why. And I'm super excited to get these things in the hands for you guys, for you to tell me what you think. Because right now it feels like I'm the only person in the world ranting and raving about a ceramic nib Lamy. And if I had 2 more people in the world ranting and raving about a ceramic nib Lamy, I'd be happy. I'd be super happy. Are we waiting for Zach OKX? One more again. That's ZAK OKX. And we'll give Zach. We got 3 more minutes here. Oh, how's it going, Ryan? All right. So, but yeah, I don't know how. I love Philly, but I'm not a big Philly team dude. Like I won't tell you how I feel about the Eagles because that could get me hurt in Philadelphia. But no, I'm an Eagles fan. I do root for the Eagles when they play. I do root for the Phillies when they play, unless they're playing against the Yankees. Then there's a conflict of interest. So I do root for these teams. I do root for the home teams when they're not playing teams that I've already had my whole life. You know, I'm a Philly implant. I'm not actually from Philly, but I love Philly. Love Philly. I think Philly's the best city in America. I think Philly's the best city in the world. What I'm talking about. In the Caribbean. Okay, no doubt, man. Well, listen, I was just talking about the Note Air 4C, Ryan. And it's a great device. You're going to be super happy with it. And though, you know, the initial perception is that it's not a serious upgrade over the 3C, I'd beg to differ. I'd beg to differ. I think it's a serious enough upgrade to where even if you own the Note Air 3C, there's enough there that you might want to upgrade. Like honestly, to me, especially when you talk about that operating system. Yeah. When that operating system comes to other devices, then we may have less of a divide. You know what I'm saying? It could be a different story at that point. All right, so we're at 44 after. I'm going to assume that Zach isn't here. Oh, snap, Philly, Coatesville. We're in Strawberry Mansion in Philly. Fairmont Park is just so beautiful. I had to be in this area. It's just so beautiful. All right, and I don't even have a pen. Let me go grab a pen 1 second so I can cut these names up and put them in the hat. Oh, my camera died. Man, I don't even have a top down camera anymore. It like I must have been using that camera a lot yesterday. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. 1 second. And we are back. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and write these names down. We got Jack Martinez, Martez. My bad. We got Jay. We got Ganymede. And we got Doralee. Leo Mac. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and cut these up. Then we'll fold them. Man, I'm glad I paid attention to my arts and crafts class. I knew it would come in handy at some point in life. Like, when am I ever going to use this skill cutting in straight lines? Never. Like, one day you'll be on YouTube. You'll need to cut straight lines. This skill will come in handy. And yes, my elementary teacher did talk like that. This skill will come in handy. You never know. You never know. I'm trying to cut them like equal lengths too, so and then I'll fold them to make them look bigger than they are. All right, so I'm going to show all you guys the names here while I'm putting them in there, so we can all be on the same page. All right, I got 2 cut out. That took a long time just to cut 2. You know what? Can we? Oh, I forgot the top down camera. I wonder if I can turn it on though. 1 second. No, it was like we don't have enough juice for that. All right, so we got the first name. The first name here, which is Jack. We're gonna throw that. We got Jack's name right here. We're gonna fold that, and we're gonna throw it in the hat. We got Jay right here. You guys can't see that. I know. I'm sorry. Oops. I need to cut this one. 1 second. I forgot to cut it. All right. So we got Ganymede right here. Put that in there. And I gotta cut one more. Oh, Doralee. I gotta cut Doralee's name out. All right, so we got that. All right, so here's the last name. So we got 4 names in the hat here. So I'm just gonna, like, you guys can we see this here? Can you see it? All right, there we go. Names in the hat. So I'm just gonna slosh them around here. Sloshing names in a hat. All right. All right. So here we go. First name. We got Jack Martez. Jack Martez is the first name. All right, so let's go and raffle around again. All right. Next name. Wow, Dora Lee. So we got Jack Martez and we got Dora Lee as the winners for the raffles here. I wish you guys could see this. The winning names. I'll take pictures of them and put them up on Instagram. That's what we'll do. We'll take pictures of that, put it up on Instagram. The next name would be, we got Jay coming out next. And the next name we got is Ganymede. So if any one of the names I picked first, which will be Dora Lee and Jack, doesn't, then this will fall to either Jay or Ganymede to pick up if they would like to do that. Hey, what's going on, brother? How's it going? I'm sorry I'm not very chat intensive when I'm trying to doing these things. I gotta get better at that. I want to get one of those things that will just pop chat up when it happens. The chat comes up, pops up, you're good to go. Everybody's happy. So so Dora Lee and Jack, what I'm gonna do is, yeah, congrats to Jack and Dora Lee. Absolutely, you guys. Go ahead and congrats, you guys. That wasn't a very scientific raffle, but it was a raffle, man. Yeah, congrats, you lads. I really appreciate you guys coming. So what I'm gonna do is just before you guys get out of here, what I'm gonna do is contact Jack and Dora Lee. I'm gonna hit you guys up on your YouTube. Yep, I'm gonna keep your information on there, Jay. So if anything were to happen, or if anybody decides not to buy, it'll fall to either one of you guys there. I will be putting one up on for auction up on eBay, just for anyone who might be curious and want to go check it out. I will be doing that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and order these. What's going to happen is I'll order them now. I'm going to go ahead and get them made and monogrammed. They'll have Rants About Tech on the side of them. And what I'm going to do after I get them made and like guarantee that they work and they're dialed in, I'm going to go ahead and contact the people who won the raffle at that point, and then we'll go through the transaction. Sound good, everybody? Oh man, this went good. I think that was a good time. I mean, I was like nervous about it, to be honest with you. I was like, how am I gonna do this? I'm like, I'm new at streaming. How am I gonna be new to this too and doing two new things at once? But you know what though? Seeing familiar faces in the chat helps. That's the first thing. And having an audience of people who are so like welcoming. So I really appreciate you guys. I really do. I really do. All right, so I'm gonna hang around for another 8 minutes just talking about random tech stuff. Probably the Note Air 4C. Probably the Note Air 4C. But the people who won the pin, it's awesome. One more look at that before we go to. I wish I had my top-down camera. I'll be ready next time. I'll be ready. I don't know what happened, but I'll be ready. Oh, thank you, Ryan. And Jay, I definitely think more people should do this. Like just live stuff, just coming up with more ways to do live things, you know. And this is really for the community. I'm glad I could even be in a position to do this. You know what I mean? To put this on. It's just I feel so like fortunate and grateful to be able to do this. And then, like I said, get these into hands of people who, you know, I can feel like can experience what I've been experiencing as well. And that's the point. I'll do more of these. I'll make more though if this goes well, and people seem to enjoy it. You know, I'll make these pins like a mainstay in the Rants About Tech shop. If that's something people would be interested in. There is a color option, Dora Lee. I didn't do that this time because the color options cost a little bit more, and I didn't even know how this was going to go. If I had any inkling that it was going to go this well and that I'd have this much fun doing it, I would have opted for a color option as well. Yeah. Good night, Jay. Y'all have a good night, brother. I appreciate it. What's going on, Ed? How's it going? I'm glad you could join. It went well, man. It really did. CJ, it was a good stream, bro. I learned a lot. The people, you know what? If nothing else, the people in the chat got me locked in with the audio. So Ed, if you notice, the audio's in sync, bro. We're in sync finally. Like, it was a long time coming, but I'm finally in sync, and I finally feel like I'm a real streamer. Now I gotta get 1080p. That's the next goal. Get in sync, 1080p, and then you know where I'm going from there. 4K, bro. 4K. We gotta do it in 4K. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out for another 5 minutes, everybody, and answer any questions, or I'll probably just talk No Air 4C stuff, honestly. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the pictures for these pictures to put them up on Instagram of the winners for the raffle. They're like, you spelled my name wrong. I'm like, I'm sorry. Yeah, CJ, I'm glad I could too. Yo. Yeah, I had so much fun, and yeah, the audio is definitely gotten where it should be, CJ. You and listen, CJ, I appreciate you going. CJ was around when in the days of like the first two streams, like he was dealing with the roughest of the rough. So I appreciate you hanging in there. Hey, no problem, Bruce. Definitely, man. I'm definitely gonna do more after I sell all of these and complete the transactions and look back on it and see how it went. And if it's something that people still want, I'll do more of them and then put the word out there, and maybe we can do more streams like this. And maybe we can do a giveaway if we get going with these things enough. That would be pretty fun. I like giveaways. uh, Matthew, the Lamy pins themselves are relatively cheap in the pin world. Provided the back part of the custom one can be removed, you still might be able to swap it. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. You can buy another pin, and that's why I said it would be more. It costs a little more to make the color ones because you have to buy a whole separate pin and do the part swapping. But it is possible. You can take the part out and just kind of swap it yourself with another Lamy pin. So that's doable. Yeah, definitely, Matthew. That's definitely an option. If Doreen is still here, definitely check out Matthew's comment. Your producer Rod be sleeping on the job sometimes though. You can't rely on him all the time, but when he's on point, he's on point. I think he's learning though. He's getting there. Definitely, thanks, Ed. I got paper. Like I got paper on my desk. I haven't dealt with paper in so long. Like doing this raffle, I'm looking at like, where am I gonna get paper from? Then I was like, okay, what am I gonna write with? Everything I have to write with is like digital. But one thing I am gonna add to the live streams is that pop up thing you have, Ed. I love that. For people who are commenting, that is an awesome tool you have there, and I'm definitely gonna learn how to use that. No, no. If you change the color, Dorley, all that happens is, matter of fact, I'll show you right here. I wish I had my top down camera, Dorley. Next time, I'll make sure everything's good to go. But this part right here, Dorley, you twist it off, and that'll come off like that. And this is technically the only part you really need. Once you have this part and you have the nib that I'm going to make for you and put in there as well, you can just take this and put it into any color Lamy fountain pen like this that you want. And I mean, this part will always be black, right? But the casing and the cap, you can just buy whatever color you want. Yeah, and then you can put your pen portion into your black one, and you'd have two Lamy pins. Be awesome. Oh, Bruce, you're in Australia. Oh man, craggy. Uh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Stream Ninja. I'm definitely about to download that and get busy with that. 100%. I mean, I want to be a professional streamer, or at least somebody who looks professional while he's streaming. There you go. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Dorley, I'm excited too for you to get this into your hands. I really am. For you and Jack, it's like I'm telling you, it's a game changing feel if you like it. You know what I mean? It's not going to be for everybody, but it was a game changer for me because I didn't know it at the time, but I'm someone who likes the harder nibs, and yeah, it changed everything for me. Like I can't go back to felt or plastic for that matter. All right, everyone. Is social stream ninja? Okay. Well, I'm gonna get with you, Ed, on that. I'll email you and we'll talk about that because I definitely want to get that going. All right, you guys, it's 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining me for this hour of stream and for teaching me something. Like my sound is good now, so I'm so happy that the people who won the raffle, congratulations. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm starting the ordering tomorrow. We'll get those made within the week, and I'll send out information about when those are ready, and then we'll take it from there. And like I said, I'll be putting a third one up on eBay, so if anybody's concerned or want to check that out, it'll be there for you to check out. That'll be there in a few days. All right, until next time, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and take care.